Hello and welcome to the channel. What a difference a day makes. My voice feels a lot better, but for those of you that don't watch the DCI Last Alliance videos, then I explained it there that I just lost my voice over the weekend. It does still sound a little different, but the last time I tried to record this over the weekend, and I opened my mouth to speak and just like a squeak came out, so it wasn't going to work. But anyway, we've got Thranduil here. He has his stack, and we're going to go up against a force here of Malgash of the Snow Orcs. Bearing in mind, there's King Gerzog, Conqueror of Goblin Town, and also a sizable. There's a lot of Gundabad forces still here. The dwarves are helping us out, and they are down to 2 regions. And also then, we are in a spot of a bit of a pickle down here in the south against Dunland. And before I fight that Gundabad force, let me just have a look with my spy. There doesn't seem to be anything coming up this way at all. It's mainly just about what do these armies here, what will they do? So I'm thinking... I was originally thinking of coming down here to get Byrig, or Burig, or however you say it. And now I'm kind of thinking, what if I just bring... Because they can't get across here, so I could just bring this guy over. We could take out that force with no trouble. And then I could actually get a much nicer army composition. Because both of these armies that we've got here, this one's got way too many archers to fight in the field. And then this one's just got, this doesn't really have a front line at all. It's just got some shock infantry, really. And ideally then I'd have Legolas actually commanding the army. And with that then we could actually take out these forces. And then of course we've got Isengard over here. And next turn we'll actually be able to take Thranduil. And we've also got Valdaglerion. He is going to march south as well. And then we've also got Thranduil. He's got a small force, but he's going to march out with this. We'll leave Lalaithion over there in the fort, but he's going to get some Inadaur as well. And however, the finances aren't looking very good at all. So we are going to be in the red for the foreseeable future. So we just need to make sure that we make use of the armies that we have created. And of course we've also got these coming as reinforcements. So it's okay for this army now to take a few casualties. We don't want to, but we do have our elites in here. We've got Elven King's Axe Guard. Sadly they aren't actually effective against the armor. That would be overpowered as hell to have 14 attack, 27 defense. And with that, then we've also got some Elven King's Gate Guard. Of course, these guys could be. I could add 3 armor to these units by taking them all the way down to Eregion, but it's too far for me to go. Oh, and we've actually got some Hinidar. So how about let's just go in there and see what's up. So they've got Malgash there. He's just got the regular bodyguard. I don't think they've got anything too crazy out of the ordinary. They do have the catapult, which will do some damage to us, no doubt. And then they do have some archers, but again, we definitely do outrange them, I think. Actually, I think we've got equal range with our archers. So let's just go and have a look how it goes.
Evil must not be allowed to triumph this day.
They have foolishly, I guess it's not really foolish, but they have just happened to set up shop in a bit of a gully there. And I have actually foolishly put my Hinadaur all the way down here in this kind of hill. I didn't properly check out this terrain, I guess. But I'm going to pop them up over onto this hill, and then we're going to try and get some maximum damages out of them. Although, wait, what's gone on over there? Oh, we got charged by their wild marauders. Well, we'll be okay there, I think. But it does then mean that we have to use our... We'll use our horse archers to take out the catapult, which is fine, I guess. And the Hinadaur, we are going to take... miss. Oh, good stuff. And now we're in melee. We're going to take him out. Now, we do have a bit of an odd front line. We've got some units here in front. Let's get those cavalry out of there before we all get charged by mountain orc hunters. So it is of course mainly the archers that will do the damage, although I think I might have to do some manoeuvring because they're not going to get very good shots in the long run. Now don't I have... Okay, I've got the Elven King's Gate Guard over here, although they are quite far away. We're getting some javelins off. We've got some javelin men over here as well. And our cavalry did get away. Are we getting chased? No, we're not. So for some reason they're still taking losses though. We do need to make sure... I don't get what is happening here. Thought I told you guys to get out there. Anyway, the Hinidaur. Shoot some things. As always, the generals, they can just take as many hits as they like. But let's just make sure everyone else is like, I don't know, shoot into that mass over there. They've got some mountain guard there. Well, let's go in with our gate guard and some woodland warriors perhaps as well. Solid charge. I mean, that is actually a much better unit than what we have. Let's come back over here and see how... That's so annoying. We're just getting charged from out of nowhere. And how are they still being allowed to fire? Oh, we've got very lucky. They haven't actually managed to do any damage to us at all. Oh, I almost spoke too soon. Now, this isn't the best kind of battle for a... for Hinidaur. I don't understand how this cavalry unit has taken so many losses. It's unbelievable. But you fellas over there, oh, well. We're taking some casualties over there. Let's just send in our Gordinen against the Mountain Orc Hunters. They don't have loads of armor. And Woodland Warriors just go into the back of those folks there. And hopefully... We seem to be just getting stuck in the catapults. And then we just get chased across the map by random infantry. I'll tell you what, let's bring these guys over here. I just don't understand what's happening. You guys come over here, you're going to do some flanking. Don't actually go against the effective against the armor unit. That would be very naughty. But like, how are you? You're going to get killed. I don't understand what is happening in this battle. Oh, this is ridiculous. General, go in there, and then you guys, you're going to come in the rear. Like so. And just fire your javelins at those mountain orc hunters. Imagine throwing... Oh, we did get our own unit. Or one of our own men there. So actually, maybe just don't throw any more. Oh, well, a few were thrown and they all went down. So, I mean, it's not the worst idea, I guess. Let's bring those cavalry around here. And our general here is taking a bit of a beating. Oh, that's quite understandable, actually. Who are you fighting? I'll hurry up and kill them. And over here, we've almost taken out... This is annoying. We've taken so many losses to our cavalry from just infantry charging across the map. That is very annoying indeed. But they're all running away now, and so I don't think it really matters anymore. Let's take everyone off fire at will. Everyone off, and everyone stop what you're doing and just chase everyone down.
The enemy army flees the field, pursued by the victory.
I can't believe how many soldiers we lost in that battle. Oh dear. It's mainly the cavalry. The cavalry were shockingly mismanaged, I guess, from myself. But we just kept getting charged across the map by some random unit that was left out. Anyway, we got decent kills across the board. Again, it's not a very good showing of the Hinidaur because they were shooting against loose formation. But that's a large army taken out. And actually, if I just survey the damage now, I don't think it'll be too bad. Now, if we look at that, we're looking pretty good. It was mostly actually a lot of casualties in our generals, and a few in the cavalry, and quite a few actually in the Elven King's Gate Guard. But they were up against Mountain Guard, which are a very good unit, and their general.
Yes,
So there's nothing to actually build, but seeing as this is like the last turn we're going to have any money at all, we may as well retrain just for armor purposes. I don't think there's anything else to do. If I just survey that, oh, okay, no, we do have this spy, and if I just press spacebar, speed everything up. So he's going to move towards Entwade. And yep, next turn we get that. Next turn he can move.
Yes,
so I am going to just retrain the units that would require the armor bonus here. Mostly, I'd say they need it. Avari spearmen, and then also basically melee units that don't have any form of bonus yet at all. And there we go. So, let's have a look at what happens in the next turn. And a husband, yeah, sure. You look like a twin. Where is that? Buralge. We've got some more Darlian units coming this way.
Come, my brothers.
I mean, you're most likely going to be needed over here, so just make your way down there, and we got some good we got some things built, but none of that is going to matter anymore at all. Now there is Captain Malgash there. I think we need to take Lim here, and what my plan is that we're going to take Lim here, but we're going to give it to Lothlorien, and hopefully that will be okay. So I'm going to march. Look, they've got like nothing in there as well. It's heavily damaged units. We can take out Captain Ishlur, hopefully with what we've got here. And then where's our diplomat? Oh, he's all the way over there. I mean, I'll just cheat move him over because
if only I could.
Like he's going to take. Oh my god!
Without question.
He just gets blocked all the time. Oh,
journey
there's Saruman. The Pillager of Edoras. He has a really good unit, Guard of the Hand. They've got like their mace wielding, like really heavy infantry with some crossbows. Ooh, and Berenun is also technically ready to upgrade, but I don't know at what point we're going to be able to do that. I'd imagine it's once we get out of one of these wars, or sufficiently kill enough of our units. Path blocks.
Sire.
But Gundabad have. I do quite like the fact that they offer us units piecemeal. It does allow us to pick them off quite nicely, and also I do like the fact that there's Telchar over there. He's come over with some. They've also come up with some new unit cards, I think, for some of these units. King's Axes. Well, I do like them. So hopefully, if they go that way or whatever they want to do, that's fine. Because, to be honest, I'm not really that bothered about having Mount Gundabad, because Yulstone actually makes more money, I think.
Assail them!
So, if we have a look at what they've got, heavily damaged units. I can't believe the auto-resolve is in their favour, I think. But it's mainly just the Ballista and the Catapult. And this time I'm going to try and use the Hinidar a little bit better.
Send them back to their underworld!
Take two then, and I've positioned myself a little bit further. Oh no, they're doing that thing where they run away. So at least we have cavalry to kind of draw them out, so hopefully they will do that. Of course, since our line is so much further away than theirs, once they do start pushing forward, then they will leave their siege equipment behind, and then we will be able to get them. Now they're actually trying to shoot at our cavalry that are a rapidly moving target, and to be honest, we could potentially just put these guys over here. I don't know if we can actually hide when we're that close to the enemy, but we're going to get some solid kills here before anything even happens. And look at that, because we're so good at hiding in trees. We can hide cavalry right here with the enemy right there. And this few trees, which is very useful indeed, because they are... we are adept at hiding in woods. What are they shooting at? They're massively off the mark. Oh, they are actually firing ballista bolts as well as catapult things, so we do need to keep moving. Although they are highly inaccurate. But as expected, they are actually moving towards our line over there. And these guys here will be able to then get them. Let's just have a look, make sure that they don't have any infantry in the vicinity. And can we go any further back? Because those black shield archers will definitely hurt. Okay, now's the time to strike. Take out those ballistas. Did I say ballistas? I meant catapults. Now the catapults do definitely block a charge. But it is what it is. Now we are already firing over here, which is good to see. And the way I've set these guys up is that I put the woodland scouts with their lower range at the front, just so, and then because otherwise we might not get proper shots, because they tend to block one another if you put a really long line. So if you put a two-tiered thing there, it works a little bit better. But that catapult's gone down, and you guys can come back over here and we can maybe take out some of these archers. And also they are sending in some infantry to try and come back and save their siege, but it is too little too late.
Our men have slain the enemy
Oh,
general.
we killed the
Without him,
captain.
his troops will
He
lose
was
their
really
will to
close to
fight.
our line. Oh my word. Didn't even notice. Now, I did actually put these guys on skirmish, and how was it? I was literally about to say... Oh my god. I put them on skirmish so that they wouldn't be caught. And what happens? They get caught. So I don't have time to keep looking at them. Now, if they get caught again, they're getting disbanded. So, well, they have kind of brought in... How are they... They better not make it through our line there. They seem to be trying to sneak on through. Now, we don't actually have any armor piercing, apart from these guys. So, maybe they should come round over here. And they've got... Someone's shooting at us with ballistas. Oh, there's a ballista right there. And everyone just seems really unresponsive. This is really, really frustrating. And they are going to go for our best units, as is their way. Let's just bring our infantry forward. And you guys just go and charge in there. And where is that ballista? Go, 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 go. There's a gap there. And you guys can just... Okay, now just come off skirmish. Because otherwise you're not going to do what I want you to do. And you are just going to have... We're going to sacrifice some of our cavalry. Just get in through that gap. Because you need to take out that ballista. Because we're going to take... humongous losses otherwise. Oh, you've actually been charged there. Well, you go around there and then like so, but we've shut down the ballista, that's good news, and they're already routing. I'm not the biggest fan of just using fire at will because most of the time they're rubbish at doing that. But our cavalry's been kind of pincered here, but we've stopped the ballista from firing, and that's the main thing. Like, the cavalry is not the main deal in this army. You guys... Oh, they're all routing there. So, go around the back and then attack like so. And you just go and charge down over there. It doesn't really matter. And you guys as well, just go. Just go, go, go. Just go out whatever. Go and attack those snow orc raiders. Run. I do not care. And... alrighty. All of our archers shoot their archers and just go and murder them. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of fighting in fact, all archers just stop what you're doing, and it's annoying. You now have to go and find out who's actually firing at will, like so, and then let's just do that as well. Now no one's doing anything that they shouldn't be, and go ahead and do that, and chase down all routing units. I can't talk. This has been a really frustrating battle. Unresponsive units, you can't see where anyone is, and go back in there, you silly sausage. Who is still fighting? I don't understand. How have we not won this yet? Well, there's a lot of snow orcs there. Go get them. That'll probably be it.
The enemy army
Oh,
flees the
finally,
field.
there we
Pursue
go.
and run
That
them
was going
down.
on forever, but oh, we've got enough. We've got enough. Really quick to clear
Awed by the
victory. I feel
victory we
like
have
we're
won
taking
here
far more
today.
losses than we should be, and it's mainly in the cavalry. It's really frustrating. However, I need to remind myself that we're in a commanding position. We're not going to lose this campaign.
Follow me.
He says. I mean, actually, if you I mean, as long as you just keep winning every single battle, you're not going to lose. Well, obviously. What kind of inspirational crap was that? Now here this would be a really juicy opportunity to take out all of these armies.
By the
Do
light of Elbereth.
I think that would be possible? The thing is, I don't know. I'm sure they've got some snow trolls in there. And if there is even one unit of snow trolls in there, coupled with their usual elites, that could really mess us up. Now, that dwarven army there could really help us out.
Over here, elves.
They could go in there, soften them up a little bit, and then next turn we could just go in there. Now, obviously, we want an army standing outside of Gundabad because we don't actually want to besiege Gundabad, as nice as it would to be actually to attack a custom settlement like that. You'd come up against a massive army compared to what they should have. And I'm not the biggest fan of those kinds of garrisons. But if we look here, there's another army of bloody Dunland. And they're just going for Khazad-dûm West. So we're going to have to come back and take them out. And once again, the auto-resolve isn't in our favour. Oh, see, I thought if that was 19. But no, it's 191. But they've got 1, 2, 3 units of pikes. Or 2.5. But a lot of cavalry. This is going to be we're going to take some losses here.
Fight to the end.
Here we go then. Ooh, curses on the edge. We're spinning. This is going to be quite a difficult battle due to the terrain. And they do have a lot of cavalry. So I'm kind of hoping our horse archers can actually take out most of it. Although they don't look like they're actually going for us. They're just trying to maneuver. Because most of their cavalry, including even these guys, they are effective against cavalry as well. They aren't, but they're really heavy shock cavalry that we definitely do want to avoid getting charged. I don't know what their speed is like. If I go down here, 100% we'll be able to outrun them. If we do what word hold, which they tend to not do. And actually, I think we should all run so we get into position. Now, the idea was that we'd be able to take out their cavalry with our archers before their infantry show up. But I did put myself into a slightly better formation over here. So we've got our archers here, we've got some here, and then we can kind of cover the flanks because the cavalry are 110% going to try and flank us, because that's what cavalry always tries to do in this game. But we do really want to take out some of that cavalry. So the only thing is that they do have shields, and it's quite difficult to get behind them, to be honest. And where are you going? I feel like my units are on a special level today. I feel like this isn't normal. But of course we could definitely beat them in melee with what we've got here, but they are actually going to try and charge us. And fail. We really want to take out those mounted warband because they're actually quite good. So if we can... Oh, they're going to try and chase us now, aren't they? Oh, that's annoying. Well, that's all of our... That's basically it for those guys. If they keep on pursuing, then we can't harass anymore. But our archers are firing. In fact, let's just make sure no one else is on. Oh, you should be firing. You're not meant to be on skirmish mode. You fire at will. You fire at will. Okay, we're all good to go. And of course, actually being in a woodland it's not a good thing. But we're the Woodland Realm, so it makes sense. But equally, you're not going to get the best of shots. You kind of sacrifice some accuracy. Now, actually, do not be shooting wolf swordsmen because you're rubbish. I mean, they're good, but like you guys are rubbish at shooting at what you should be. Oh, finally, things are happening. They're kind of coming towards us, and you guys need to stop. And yep, throw your javelins at those mountain warband. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, look at that. 21. And we totally halted their charge, and now they're up against spearmen, so they're screwed. Now, you guys shoot those Dunlending horsemen. And over here we do have our archers. And, oh, they've kind of gone into... Is that our general? Oh, that is our general. That's less than ideal.
If we continue like this,
shoot there, and then we're going to send in the axemen, and hopefully our general doesn't go down. But I mean, he's not like a key general, so it's not the end of the world if he does go down. And then over here we've probably been just charged. No, we haven't. Oh, okay, they're routing. Although now we are definitely about to get charged. So you guys go back, you guys go back, and hopefully we get some javelins in the side. Oh, got a few. But yeah, our guys didn't do as they were told, and so they got destroyed. And throw in your javelins there. Oh, they're still charging. Okay, no, don't. Just throw your javelins at them. And over here then, did we get in those axemen? Yes, we did. And they're trying to run away, but they're failing. Now, who is left? Oh. Well, we've got no cavalry left, that's for sure. So, stop doing what you think you should be doing. Move out there, and I think maybe we can get some shots
like
in the
this,
back.
We will smash the enemy.
And how are they still... Why don't you... Oh, they've been charged by cavalry. Let's just leave them in there. They're dead. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Well, look at that. That one charge took out this entire unit of woodland scouts. They're so rubbish. I don't know what it... like, see, that unit, they got away fine. It's just the foolish ones. It's... I'm clearly in a very annoying mood today. Well, I just find it like we're in a really tight spot. Okay, we're in a really tight spot where we can't take unnecessary casualties, and we've just seen some of our units basically not do as they should and then get absolutely destroyed. Which is not good. So this unit is about to get charged, so we're going to move them out. We're going to move them out. We're going to move them out. Oh, no, they finally did it. Oh my word, that was close. That would have been another big loss to us. Let's charge them in the rear, and General, to be honest, you can just go in there. We need some shots in the back over here. And I can't see what else we really, because we're here in the trees. Oh, those guys are free. And I think it is literally just those pikemen there, so feel free to come out over here and then... Oh, they're already running. It is just pikemen then. Oh no, there's the Dunlending warband there. I didn't see them. So you come over here and we'll probably make them run away. Do we have any archers left? No, not really. Oh, well, they're actually charging out at us, so it's... Oh, wow. These battles against Dunland... Or when you don't have a cohesive force, it makes it very odd to fight these. Or rather, we don't have a very complementary army where units go well with each other. We've just got shock infantry and a few units. No, we've got shock infantry and some missiles. They don't go that well together. Let's get some shots in the rear here, and that'll probably be it.
Behold how our cowardly
And
foe
yeah,
runs.
we've killed
It's
91%.
time to
That's
press
enough of
forward
that.
by the victory
We are
have
consistently
won here
taking about
today.
150 odd casualties in each battle, but I mean, especially those woodland scouts, like, but they are just like our worst unit, to be honest, and we are like kind of in the late game at this point, so they should really be getting phased out for units like the woodland sentinels, because like these guys are fine in melee, whereas you know these guys will get absolutely trounced. So they have done or have been doing quite well for us. Now there's a massive army coming there.
Follow me.
I mean, of course we've got a lot of...
Yes, my lord.
You have a lot of missile units, but we don't really have anything to hold the bridge. So we are likely going to lose all of our infantry here, but I think it's well worth doing it. It is well worth doing it, because we'll take out that whole army, hopefully, with what we've got here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 units, 5 units to hold the bridge. They've also got the javelins. I think we'll be able to win that battle. And that'll be a really big army of Dunland gone down as well. And all of a sudden, they don't really have a whole lot left here. So how about, well, before we move on to Dunland, let's move on to the third theatre of war for this one turn. Oh, I'm sorry, I just seem so stressed. It's a game. Okay, I just take these life and death things really seriously. But we've got 3 rams, they've got 3 units. Ooh, gold experience. Very nice. Ooh, they've been gone to the upgraded blacksmith, clearly, wherever theirs is. And very nice, but we're going to kill them.
Wipe the blight from this land.
Now let's just see how they're defending. They've got the main gate on lock, and we are actually taking some missile fire from that tower over there, but they've moved back. So we're just going to go on and moving. Oh, we've actually... Oh, our generals are firing. That's okay. And they look like they're coming out of the gate. Well, we'll march on this gate over here as well, with this ram.
We've breached our enemy's walls.
And we've made it through the walls, and they're still kind of...
Battering ram is in place.
Don't really know what
Not
they're
be long
doing.
before our enemy's defenses fall.
But here are the Bane Guard. Oh, they're moving off, as are the Urukai bodyguards. They're moving back in. Looking very cool. They didn't used to have that white helmet before with the hand on, but now they do. And over here we haven't made it through the gate just yet. But the main thing is that they've moved back. Did they just move? Oh no. That's, I thought they just moved through the buildings or something if there was a glitch. But we're just going to do this with minimal casualties. And naturally, to get minimal losses, I'm just going to pop our Galadrim guards there and try and shoot, although this isn't going to go very well because now they're going to get these towers So you go over there before we get shot. And I think we may have to maneuver our archers into slightly better positions, because this isn't going to go well. Oh, the Bane Guard are... We maneuvered some troops over to the other side, with the hope that they'd be able to be within shot, but it hasn't really worked out at all. And with them coming all the way to here, they might even be able to get these towers activated. No, they can't. So I'm going to send these Woodland Sentinels all the way around over here, and then hopefully then we can actually shoot something effectively. Now over here we've lost seven Galadrim guards to Uruk-hai bodyguards. So just proving how good they are. Now these are kind of evenly matched. Woodland warriors, they're our like militia, and the Uruk-hai raiders are kind of Isengards. Well, they're not their militia, because they're like one above militia, because they actually have they do have Snagger, I think, but then they also have like Orc Band or something, unless they've had that since taken away from them. But let's move in our generals to fight against the Uruk-hai bodyguards. We don't want to be taking any massive losses on these folks over here, because we will be needing them in the long run, because we don't have masses of armor piercing, and Isengard have a lot of armor.
Our men have slain
We've killed the general, but again, that doesn't really matter a whole lot. We've got one unit firing here on the Bane Guard, and then we've got another sneaky one just around here. So if they do kind of try and creep up on us, then we'll go and sort them out. Although that's kind of not required anymore, because our generals have both got into the town square. So let's just go and move in and oh, they've killed all of the Uruk-hai raiders. Oh, that's impressive. Just shoot the Bane Guard then in the back. I mean, it doesn't really matter where you shoot them, because they only have armor, no shield on them. Is it safe to fire on in there? I'll turn it down a little bit on the speed. Well, both of our generals are on the other side, I should imagine, so. But we will take losses here, because the Bane Guard are a really good unit. And they're in a really difficult position, because they've managed to turn themselves all the way around, and we're kind of shooting in from the side. So I think we're just going to send in the Galadrim guards now as well, because our generals will be taking a lot of damage. Then I don't want either of them to fall. In fact, if we just pull them out like that, we might be able to.
We've lost control of the
We
city.
might be able to just get some good shots in them. So now actually just go into Pike Wall. And also here are the Woodland Sentinels upgraded. So I don't think we've seen them really in the campaign. I did do that video once upon a time on this, sort of. But that's what they are like. I'll just send in the Woodland Warriors. We just need to get in melee and finish them off. Otherwise our general, the longer it goes on, you know, the more risk there is. And we massively outnumber them now, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And there we have it. We just pushed them slowly out of the plaza. We lost 49 men, but I think, yeah, look at that. It was almost entirely. We got a lot of healing done. So Woodland Warriors really mainly, but if we look at the Galadrim Guard, all 80 of those kills were against their best units, mainly against the bodyguards, just showing how amazing they are. That is our first acquisition from Isengard, and they don't hate us, but I'm really tempted to sack it. Because we can't stay here, and you get some money, and to be honest, the population's in pretty good order. So we got 1,900, and then you spend like 121 there, and look at that, we've actually got some money, and then we can put in the artist studio. There's a small amount of elven culture here, So that's going to help us out a lot. I think there's a horse breeders guild here. It's not massively useful to us because we can only recruit one kind of horse here in Thranduil, being the Woodland Horse Archers. And you may also notice, so it, I know it does actually say it at the bottom, but usually this would, before this would give experience bonuses to cavalry units and things like that. But they took away with that because it's annoying, because experience doesn't always apply when you train a unit from a settlement. So it also just speeds up replenishment of all cavalry within its settlement. Now I don't know how much that actually does that, but it does do that. It does do that. But we don't really have much cavalry, so it's not all that useful. Now, how much movement do we still have? We do have a small amount. So if we move you out like to there, that way you can still make it back. We'll just put a tower there. Just as a bit of an early warning system, but I don't think there's anything coming from over here. And we are next going on Entwade. And to be honest then, which one did I move out? Okay, so we can just take out everyone but Pantheon, I think. Yes, we can. And we're going to march. What is our... This is still us, all the way down here. So we can get another tower right there. And then we're going to keep on marching on Entwade. This is going to be some real blitzkrieging. And you can maybe come all the way down to Eastfold. And then, hopefully by that time, this army over here with Valdeglerion has taken out Ishlur Lim here, and then he's like almost taken Rockburg. So I think there's going to be a lot of fighting around here. But if we can cut down their regions very quickly, then we stand a chance. Now over here, then let's take out.
Follow me.
Let's take out our king. So you're coming. Everyone is coming. And we are swiftly going to go back into the negative, but it is what it is. And there's nothing really that we can do about it. Oh, we've got some units over there. I suppose you can just pop on down the road. Do we have anything else here? I suppose those guys as well. We're going to need everything. This is going to be a very difficult war against Isengard, no doubt. But I think... I think I've covered all the bases here. I'm just...
Come and get me, you
that's just one of those armies that is such an easy battle. I'm going to end up taking so many. I don't have the patience to fight small battles like that. I just don't. Especially, like, there's been so many battles already in this one turn that I would just lose patience. So, let's just end the turn. An invasion has been called on Kirrigathol, which is this region right here that's actually been nicely illuminated. It's held by the dwarves up there, and large town ready to upgrade. Sadly, we can't do that because, as you can see, we've got absolutely no money. But let's have a look at what happened over the end turn up here in the north. Oh. It does look like I can't tell. Did the dwarves fight? I don't know if they actually fought against that army. Now we could go and besiege Gundabad, but we wouldn't be able to necessarily. No, we could take it. We absolutely could take it. And in fact, I think we're just going to go and besiege it. I might not, at least that way, the dwarves can perhaps take that region, and we'll just keep this under siege. They just kill off all those armies. Or indeed, if they come and attack us, then that suits me, because then that'll pull out the garrison. But we may as well just build some siege equipment. As I recall, it's got 2 gates. It might have only 1, but I think it has a side gate, unless I'm thinking about Condom. No, not Condom. There's some region around here that's kind of... I think it is Mount Gundabad. Well, we'll see. And down here then in the south, as you can see, this very large army of Captain Malgash has come and
I'm gonna
threatens
stick you.
Path Cymru. So we're
Come,
just
my
going to
brothers.
bring
Scout the area.
Thranduil to there. Now, he doesn't have any cavalry, so if they do have any...
Sire.
Oh, no, he does. He's got 1 unit of cavalry, so actually I think we'll be okay on that front. And over here,
Lord.
if I just move the spy around a little bit, I don't think there's going to be any armies over here because they've had no wars in that region. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna stick you.
There's a very large
Have a
force
taste of
there.
my blade.
So Sith Pantheon, if he actually attacks Entwade now,
I'm
that
gonna
army will
stick
be able
you.
to make it there in time, unless he's got Night Fighter. If he's got Night Fighter, we can go for it. Nope, he doesn't have it. Well, let's just move along this road.
Over here, elves.
In fact, if I just cancel that real quickly,
Onward.
we'll put another tower. Oh, we can't. Oh. In that case, just go in those
Over here,
woods there.
elves.
I was hoping
You
if we
will
could
not
put a
see us in
tower
the
there, then we
forest.
could see more of what was going on there. Wait, do we have a... We don't have a ballista.
Elves.
That's sad. I think the ballista went for this army here.
By the
Oh,
light of
and
Elwood.
okay, so Captain
Have a
Ishlur
taste of
here
my blade.
has made the error of... I don't know what he's doing.
Scout the area.
So we could take Lim here now. But I think I'll just leave Lothlorien to do that, rather than do it myself. We're going to go and
Take it
attack
for the
that
elves.
army. What do they have? They've got a catapult. They've got a ballista. Well, I'll show what else they've got. They've got Beast Slayers. That's a unit that Dunland shares with them. Orcmen Baneguard, Uruk Reavers. Also against effective against armor. They've got some Urukai archers. Pretty decent archers. Well, they're not very accurate, but they've got a lot of armor, as a lot of Isengard's units do. Then they've got Orthanc sentries, their crossbow wielding unit, and other than that, I think we've seen everything else here. So let's go in and fight.
Put an end to this evil.
My only worry, lads, is that they may run away before we get chance to send them to hell.
I didn't realise. Well, I do remember that we did have the ballista before we came into the battle, but finding it here was a bit of a shock. And actually, they've got some Dunlending horsemen here as well, but they do have that ballista. And we've set up quite far back, as well as the catapult. We've set up quite far back here to kind of see what they would do. If I just take these guys off fire at will, because they will shoot our units. You were meant to also not be on that. And we're going to just take out the cavalry early doors. Now, also, perhaps a little interestingly, I put the Gortinen all the way over here, because they can hide anywhere, with the idea that I can then charge down this
If we
hill to get
continue
them.
like
But
this, we
they've
will
got some
smash
Warg
the
Marauders over there that might spoil the party. And these Dunlending horsemen are not going down as quickly as I thought they would. And I am definitely overestimating how good our cavalry are, despite the fact that they should be having a bonus against mounts. So, but at least with them being the first ones to die, they will be the first ones to heal as well. So that's a good thing. Ah, we were taking shots from their ballistas. That's what was happening here. So we just need to have to give them a charge. They've also got some archers there, but it was mainly the ballistas, I think, that was causing us pain. In fact, they still are. We're taking quite a lot of losses, but they'll be the ones to heal first, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But we do need to get rid of all of this siege. So come on out over there, and we'll get some charges in on that catapult. And they did get one more catapult shot off right into our elite archers there, but how are they getting through all of that? That is annoying as hell. 6 of them take out like several. But it's not the end of the world. and shoot those
If we
beast
continue
slayers,
like
Mr.
this, we will
Catapult.
smash
Do
the
not
enemy.
be killing my units. Okay, and just so everyone sees, they are now on skirmish. So if they get caught up with, I'm not going to be very happy at all.
Elves, stay alert.
Our javelin men have done well here. They've taken out a lot of these Isengard before they even made it to our line. Now just shoot those Uruk-hai archers. There's a massive clump of them. So actually shoot those. Maybe it would be good to get out those crossbows because they are armor piercing. Our axe guard are up against Uruk Reavers. Let's bring in those Gurthinen over there. And I think we've taken out the catapult. Does look like we have. And over here, the skirmishing is working. And move you out before you die. And over here, let's just move in our gate guard. I'm gonna view this charge with keen eyes. Well, let's just make sure our these guys actually get away from these Uruk Reavers who do that thing again where they charge against across the map. Oh dear. They've still got people running that catapult. Go and get them. I don't understand how they can survive. Oh my days. And who are you firing? Okay. Oh, and here comes the Gurthinen. They're wavering and they're broken. See, that actually worked out really well, and they're also broken. Just go chase them away. I think that'll be solid. And just go and charge right into their archer line over there, I think. And before we could even get a charge in with these gate guard, in fact, they've already routed there as well. We'll get our cavalry in on that at some point, and hopefully we've killed the catapult now, because we can't keep just charging in on that. And Ballista, you've done enough. You're not here to actually kill very many. And everyone
Only
off
half the
fire
enemy
at
force
will. Just
remains.
shoot the Uruk-hai archers there, I think. And let's get a rear charge in on these folks. Good stuff. This battle is definitely going a lot better than the previous ones. If we could just find, well, it's quite difficult to find where the general actually is for them. I can't remember who it actually was.
Good tidings.
Oh, and there he
The
went.
enemy general lies dead.
Dead to our glaive wielding dudes. How do they still have someone to fire catapults in? Oh my days. Well, once these guys take a charge from these Gurthinen, I think that'll be it. And then they're routing, they're already wavering, and they'll probably all go very soon. There's just those Orc archers over there, and I think skirmish mode is a load of rubbish. These guys have been once again caught with skirmish mode. They're not near the edge of the map, they've just been caught. Probably because of that thing where they get charged across the map and they don't recognize that as being close. So yeah, everything over here has indeed routed.
Attack.
And just like that, we have actually won. And it was quite a drawn out process, but 95% of them have gone down. And
This
a
is
clear
a clear
victory. It's
victory.
again with that about 150 casualties, but we did take out an army of 2,338. Who got the most kills? 142 Lorien Scouts. 183 Woodland Wardens. Oh, okay.
An ambush.
And it does feel good to get rid of that army. But now we have to race on
We
down
must
to
defend these lands.
capture these other ones, and also to save our regions
Elves.
from over here from falling. And of course, Thranduil is by lightly I mean very much undefended at the moment.
Sire.
So I think we're just going to move there, and then
Like the
we'll
wind.
besiege the town.
Engage.
but I'm hoping that Lothlorien actually come and take that, because I'd rather not expend any troops on that. And in fact, next turn I will just lift the siege and just run down here for Rockburg. I'm just besieging it now, so they can't do anything.
Come, my brothers.
Now also, Dunland did meet us here at the bridge. If I were to attack them, oh no, don't do that, because it'll move us forward. But I think what happened here was the AI wanted to move up here, but then they got surprised that there was actually a unit here, and then they just didn't attack for whatever reason. It can happen sometimes. But I reckon they'll probably attack us there on the next turn, so I'm not going to do anything about it now. And indeed, we're already besieging that turn, but I think, or that town. But I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode. We've taken out, I've lost count of the amount of battles that there were in this episode. There were just so many. And you could probably, it was quite fatiguing on my part, because each one is a high stakes battle. We can't afford to lose a single one, or we'll lose the war in that region. If we lose a battle up here, then well, this one's probably the least consequential area because the dwarves are here. But if we lose a battle over here, then we could lose Moria. We could lose Region, and we could also lose Legolas, which would be terrible. Over here, if we lose, then Isengard will probably make it all the way to Dol Guldur / Minas Lascalain before we can do anything. They'll wipe out all of this because they got so many stacks. And Lothlorien will be gone, and then they'll start pushing all the way up here. But Anduin, I think, well, I hope they're actually pushing on through here, because if they can just go up there, that would be grand. But thank you very much for watching, and sorry about the dodgy upload schedule, but I do feel a little bit better today, and hopefully that will continue in the days to come. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going with Gandalf. Good day.